What a spectacular view! This land is truly blessed.
It is, for now, but the encroachment keeps affecting more and more of it. Blightstone Woods, just for one example.
Take heart. The fact that you've preserved as much as you have is something to be applauded. Sites like this are a forgotten memory for us in Vermeil.
If Vermeil is to survive, our people need help now. If nothing else, the Sacrosanctum offers them the hope they need to live. I will not idly sit on the throne as our nation faces its death.
This has to stop!
Oh, Eleanor.
What? Don't do this!
A sky scale. It has been many years.
That woman with the Rathalos. I'm certain she was my mother. Why did she come here? For what reason did she cross the Meridian?
You're not the only one here who's curious about Lady Amara.
The future of Azuria rests on your shoulders, and you sat yourself down right in front of an assassin. Are you out of your mind?
I know this is a lot to take, but just try to remember the old saying. Wings of curiosity take you farther than a cage of caution.
Has the encroachment truly caused so much destruction over there? Scores of villages have been consumed by crystal. The capital is flooded with refugees, with nowhere to rest their heads.
Our village has long kept these canines as our wards. This is a threat to our very way of life. The dwindling of our canine population, the onset of feral beasts. All of it started when that monster came to this land. No, it would be more fitting to call it a force of nature.
This is it.
The living mountain, Yamatsukami.
Order up!
Azuria and Vermeil, two countries on a path to destruction. When all hope seems lost, an egg is found. Inside is a Rathalos, a species thought to be extinct. But this quavering light of hope is quickly extinguished, giving way to the darkness of despair. For the egg contains not one Rathalos, but two twins. Twin Rathalos bearing the sky scale mark, the symbol of disaster from the Civil War 2 centuries ago. The natural world teeters on the verge of destruction, with countless monster species facing extinction. In the shadow of these dark times, the flames of war rekindle. Two countries, two Rathalos. A rider and their trusted Rathalos, buffeted by the winds of fate, set out on a journey for the truth. riders form bonds with monsters, living with them in harmony. They call these partner monsters Monsties. The protagonist of this story is the prince or princess of Azuria, a rider bonded with Araphalos. In addition, they're the captain of a group called the Rangers. The Rangers' duties include investigating the egg quartz appearing around the region, along with identifying and protecting endangered species in order to restore the environment's balance. The protagonist is joined by several other riders, members of the Rangers. There's Eleanor, the princess of Vermeil, who's fascinated by the Rangers' activities. The protagonist's best friend, Simon, is also one of the Rangers. Thea, the newest ranger, loves Poogies. Rudy, one of a long line of royal felines in service to Azuria, is the protagonist's loyal palico. The newest entry in the series, Monster Hunter Stories 3: Twisted Reflection, begins with the protagonist showing the ropes to Thea, the newest member of the Rangers. Then, spurred on by an incident, they begin to realize they know precious little about the current state of the world, nor humankind's hand in it. Their quest for the truth leads them to cross the northern meridian on a sojourn into forbidden ground.
O sacred stone, join rider and spirit in unfailing kinship.
Bind thy untamed spirit to mine.
The process is threatened by what we call invasive monsters. They endanger the ecosystem by trying to take over another's territory.
Invasive? And I suppose it's your duty to reclaim this territory then?
Endangered species.
When we find an endangered species egg, we take it and hatch it. Then we can return it to the wild, bolstering the population.
Oh yeah, would you call it eco-restore?
Habitat restoration.
This is no relationship of convenience. We understand them and create the right environment for them to thrive. This is a ranger's duty we can fulfill.
Would you mind terribly if I gave you a hand with that particular process?
It looks like a palico's gotta do what a palico's gotta do, I suppose. Ready, and... Somnicat won't come back to get you.
You sure?
These kind folks drove the thing off.
Who are they?
We hope you enjoyed that video. Now, we'd like to talk a bit more about the new systems we just showed. The protagonist is captain of a group called the Rangers. One of their duties is finding endangered species eggs in order to restore the ecosystem. With the crystal encroachment threatening the ecosystem and invasive monsters running amok, Rathalos are not the only species considered endangered. Invasive monsters are incredibly strong, able to threaten other monsters and take over their territory. An invasive monster's territory may contain endangered eggs. The Rangers find an invasive monster and hope to rescue an endangered species egg, but it won't be an easy task. Invasive monsters are incredibly strong. They can't be beaten using normal battle tactics. Instead of slaying it, the Rangers will try to drive the invasive monster back to its den. Find out how to make an invasive monster retreat in this new twist on the classic stories gameplay.
Look at that!
Sneak into the invasive monster's den while it's sleeping, then grab the endangered egg and run for it. After hatching the monster, release it into the wild, allowing it to put down roots and rebuild the species. When a monster population has been restored, their eggs can be found and hatched into Monstie partners. Hatching monsters and returning them to the wild is a practice the Rangers call habitat restoration. Habitat restoration can be performed not only with endangered species, but with regular monsters as well. Hatching and releasing monsters into the wild will affect that area's ecosystem rank. As the ecosystem rank rises, eggs become easier to obtain, and Monsties can hatch with special skills or genes. Raising the ecosystem rank can even allow you to find monsters imbued with that area's element. Monsters with an area's element applied to them are called dual element monsters. For example, a monster which is normally thunder element may be influenced by the fire element of the area in which it is hatched and be born with fire skills. This even affects the monster's appearance. Monster Hunter Stories 3, Twisted Reflection, provides a new gameplay cycle where you can protect monsters, preserve their ecosystem, and truly roleplay as a ranger. Form a new, exciting relationship with the Monsties you raise. There are even special monsters that can only be obtained through habitat restoration.
This monster isn't crystallized.